everybody. This is Diana Purple Bliss, A&R executive from Bliss Sense Records. We are currently in the process of finishing the upcoming Six Sense album, Can't Fight the Feeling. And today is the 1st of May. I'm here with Six Sense for a short interview on the release of Can't Fight the Feeling. So tell the people a little bit about the upcoming album, Can't Fight the Feeling. How would you describe the concept and how did it come about?
Well, Can't Fight the Feeling is definitely a change up from the music that I've been doing. From a lot of the conscious underground type of music. It's a little bit more going back to the 70s and the 80s, early 90s, a whole different change of a concept of songs.
Mm-hmm.
I call it like feel good music, because at this time in 2012, everyone was on the hype that the world's going to end. And if it's going to end, then I want to enjoy my time and I want to listen to good music. So that's what I want to provide, from one side, to be more flexible as an artist too. Not always to say that I can do the conspiracy stuff, but I can also do something that's more friendly.
Yeah, you're more versatile.
Yeah. Exactly.
So most people associate, like you said, Six Sense automatically with conspiracy rap or so-called conscious rap or even occult science. The last album, Codex Magica, which was a collaboration with Amos,
the Angel Prophet,
was completely dedicated to those subjects. How was the reaction to Codex Magica, and how would you describe the difference between the two albums?
Well, it's total like yin yang. It's two different opposites of what I've been making and what I'm doing now. So but I want to keep that open because I don't want to restrict myself also in one type of musical section. I want to expand. I want to also do other things and test out what I have. So that's basically the resonance from Codex Magica was great, because a lot of people expected that album to come out with the kind of topics, and now what Can't Fight the Feeling is definitely going to be a change up. So it's going to be for the older, more sophisticated crowd too, a little bit from the listening, also from the music. It's not always the epic type of battle music. It's something that you can feel good to and look forward to listening to.
There's a lot of emotion and a lot of feeling and a lot of soul. Okay, so the first single, Illuminati Cop, has already been out for months and was a great success online. Is it representative for what the fans can expect to hear on the new album?
Well, it's out of 3 other songs that's on the album, that's what people would expect, from the lyrical content, but maybe not so much from the beat, But a lot of the other songs, the mostly 70% of the album is going back to really, if you know music and you listen to it, then you understand the feeling or atmosphere, what it provides. It provides the music provides an atmosphere, and what I'm doing is just devising my way into it and rapping over it,
Okay. How was Can't Fight the Feeling produced? Who were the people and producers you mainly worked with, and why did you choose them?
Well, basically me and Diana Purple Bliss.
That's me.
Inspired the whole concept, and from there we just went on we started talking to my main basic producers, Yastrumentals, Zambo Beats.
Yeah.
Definitely those two guys had my back from the jump, so definitely that's the main team members who I roll with as far as production wise. Thanks to Sevon. Patrick, yeah. He bring out Kid Crate Digger and also a lot of good other producers.
Very
I can't forget,
talented,
Clip Smoke, also one of them. Also LB Productions, he's on the album too. So he kicked in, he did some work. So
well, he has this one extremely soulful beat. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's killing it. So definitely those basically are my circles, like DJ Downpat. I currently start working with him. Just
shout
filling
out
him out.
to DJ Downpat.
Yeah, because those guys, it's a thing now. This is why I'm making this kind of music, because these people have to also have their music heard, but you can't do that when you're talking about conspiracy all the time. So it kind of leads those producers out in the ley line or out in the open with no one to rap on their music, because everyone's thinking that you're gonna rap like this on it, or say something about the elite Illuminati or what have you, or the typical cliche, So there's definitely a change up.
So anybody else on the album as far as producers?
Yeah, there's E.Jones
E.Jones,
from Jamma Records. He's the upcoming dope producer, and also Crisis. He just dropped Funk What You Heard not too long ago.
Right, yeah.
Instrumental album.
Don't they both belong to the Soul Council or Ninth Wonder?
Yeah, their
circle?
affiliation with Ninth Wonder.
Well, very, very nice beats. Yeah. Okay, so in the past you did a lot of collabos, and will there be any features on Can't Fight the Feeling?
What I'm coming to do, Prince E is gonna be on one song featured, and that's it. The rest is a solo album.
Okay.
So, because my last album, Codex Magica, I had a lot of features, and I want to have people, they're gonna get a 6-cent CD, at least have 6 cents on the CD majority of the time, and not a whole bunch of collaborations. So don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with collabos, but sometimes you need your own time to shine.
Yeah, definitely. You deserve it. So from an artistic point of view, what was the main challenge when recording Can't Fight the Feeling, since you say the beat collection was so different compared to what you were used to?
Well, I wouldn't say it was a challenge because I picked those beats, but it was a test for myself to constrict myself to that certain feeling of a song and stay with it, and not jump off into certain different categories, like different information bases, like some people talk about this and something's political, or this is basically your everyday, something that you can listen to every day and not have to worry about someone bombarding you with their stress.
But you have to work with emotions a lot more than.
It's the feeling of the beat. That's why the album is called Can't Fight the Feeling, because when you hear the beats, it's like you can't not to nod your head or to move to that. Or I don't understand what you listen to music for if you don't listen to that kind of music.
Right. So will Can't Fight the Feeling be available as a digital album only, or will you offer physical CDs too?
Well, first of all, it will be a physical CD that comes out before digital.
Okay.
Because the digital process time takes a while, so I would advise people to actually buy the physical CD before they get the digital CD, because on the physical CD there's a bonus.
There's a bonus track?
Yeah. On the digital, the bonus tracks, the hidden stuff on there, it's not on there. And that's the whole catch of people actually getting the physical CD, because after Codex Magica, you can get those too, but you should have that in your collection also.
So what are your major distribution channels?
Mainly I use Reverb Nation through their digital packet, also their physical packet, but I took the physical packet on myself and found another company that also delivers and also makes CDs, so links will be provided if you want to get the physical copy.
Yeah, so can you get it on iTunes or
iTunes? That's the digital. That comes later. But first of all, if you want the actual CD with the cover and the wrapping, you would get the physical. It's only going to be available in physical first for I'll say 4 weeks. At least for 4 weeks to 6 weeks. After the physical CD comes out, 4 to 6 weeks, then comes the initiation to the digital. So in that 4 week span, if that music gets leaked out, then it's only can be only a certain amount of people who bought the CD, because you can see who bought the CD. So it's a good way to keep people also from copying and stealing music and putting it up in free blogs. And actually that's what we make music for, is to try to make music. So don't disrespect it,
Yeah, definitely. So the people should, you refer the people to Reverb Nation.
Yeah, Reverb Nation.
They can get both.
And you can follow me on Facebook, also Twitter, SS Sense Official.
6 Sense is everywhere.
You just gotta Google 6 Sense and shoot, bombard it.
Alright, so in the past you put out most of your work for free, so the fans or other people just might, wonder why you don't do that no more. So can you give a brief explanation of why you started charging people for your music?
Yeah, because it also takes time and work, and also the producers, the people and the producers, they also have to eat off this. So if you bring in high quality music, then you're gonna have to pay for it. Regardless, if you go and get a CD from anybody, if you're a major artist, you actually go out and get their CD. So I don't even think it should be a problem. People are gonna leak music and people are gonna bootleg. That's a given. But you can also restrict yourself to the fans that who's actually gonna buy it, and you have to provide it. That's the main thing. So when I gave it out for free, it was basically telling the people that, listen, you can get a lot of this information for free without me charging you for it. A lot of the conspiracy and all the knowledge what I've been dropping in my songs, I gave it out for free for a purpose, because
Right.
you shouldn't have to go and get that information and pay for it.
Yeah.
You know, because it's free to the public. Now this is my feelings. This is what I'm giving to you. So there's an exchange there. That's different.
Right.
You know, so this is why I moved after the Codex Magica. I thought that now to step up the production, it also takes the fans' contribution also to also contribute too. Because what I'm contributing is not just the free stuff no more. It's also something that we can, you know,
right, because you invest a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of yourself, basically, a lot of your, you know, you share your soul with the people, basically.
Yeah, basically.
You will, so, yeah. Maybe a few words about Blisson's Records, since you know, we've started Blisson's Records, but maybe the people just, you know, want you to elaborate a little bit.
Well, basically, the dropping of this album is the coming out of Blisson's Records. So once that album drops out on Blisson's Records, and people get a feeling of what that label is about. It's about making high quality, good listening to music. Nothing's wrong with, you know, having some music to get off free mixtapes, but you know, if you're gonna do music, do it right and make sure that you benefit from it and not someone else like cutting through the middleman, or, you know, make sure you do your own thing. And that's basically inspired me to say, you know, I'm at the point where now as an artist where I can change and be versatile, and also look into the other business side of the music, and not just all about the information. You know, information is cool, you know, knowledge is power, don't get me wrong, but also you also have to know the knowledge in the game of how to get around and make yourself known and not make a fool out of yourself, talking about or being always affiliated with conspiracy or other things like that, you know, that makes music even harder.
Right. So where do you see yourself in a year from now as far as future projects are concerned?
Well, it's a long year ahead. I mean, last year I dropped the Codex, so I try to, in between each year I drop out an album, which is not much, but you know, look, people drop albums, 3-4 albums in a month, but you know, I think it's not the quantity of the songs, it's the quality. And you know, if you want quality music, quality music takes time, and you just can't rush it and put it out there like you know, off the conveyor belt. You know, and I try to avoid doing that, because sometimes it's overkill. Sometimes you have to let people kind of like absorb what's out and then give them something new, and then they think like, oh, okay, I see why. Because if you constantly, repetitively hearing like that all the time, it destroys the quality somewhere.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
we leave that to the mainstream.
Yeah, basically, yeah, we leave it to the mainstream.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically my outlook on it.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time, and I hope that the people will, you know, like the concept and will actually develop a feeling and be open to the new concept of, you know, what you have to offer on the new CD. And 6 Cents is going to be a little different from what they're used to, but I personally think it's a wonderful CD. It's great. You know, you get the feeling, you get this old soul feeling, but it's still new, and you know, it sets a new trend almost. I want to say so. We'll see how the people accept it, and also. Anybody who wants to be a part of Blisson's Records in one or the other way, just you know, write us an email and you know, show us what you have to offer, and send it to blissonsrecords@googlemail.com, and we'd be ready to review it, and maybe we get back in touch with you. So we open, and we'll see what the people have to offer.
Yeah, definitely. Just want to say shouts out, follow everything what I post. I'm joking. Nah, yeah, that's it.
Thank you very much for all support, and yeah, have a nice day. And
what you gonna do when you grow up and have to face responsibility?